In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to grip the bat. Now, there's three things that I want you to remember when you grip the bat and want you to work on every time you pick a bat up. First thing is how are your hands going to be positioned on the bat? And we're going to use our knuckles to make sure that we're in the proper position. Now, there's a couple of different spots you can be in, but basically I'm going to give you a range of where your hands can be that will not only give you the ability to be comfortable gripping the bat, but also put your hands in a position to swing the way we want you to swing the bat. So in order to get our body and our bat to come through the hitting zone the way we want, we have to have the proper grip. So on the bat, we want to make sure that our knuckles are in a certain range. So we're going to start with the middle knuckles here, and you can have those middle knuckles lined up on the bat. That's certainly a proper position. The other thing we can do is if you twist those so the middle knuckle is lined up with the big knuckles, that's kind of the other position. So it's not an either or, it's a range between there. So we can be anywhere from here to here on our bat and still be in a good position to swing the way we want to swing, and in order to get our arms through the way we want to get them through. So when we grip the bat, alignment of the knuckles, middle knuckles to the middle knuckles lined up with the big knuckles, anywhere in that range. So those are the two spots that we want when we line up our knuckles on the bat. The second item that we're concerned with is how deep we put the bat handle into our hand. If you put your bat handle right back into the palm of your hand, which is real common with young players, one, that decreases the amount of control you have over the bat, and two, I'm sure you've been hitting the ball and either got it jammed in or hit it off the end, and all of a sudden your hands are just stinging and numb. One of the things that can cause that is by having your hands buried, or the bat buried in deep in the palms of your hands. So we want to get, for better control and also to reduce the sting, we want to get our bat just a little bit out on our hands. So it doesn't have to be way out on the fingertips, but we want to kind of, I'd say, right in between where your fingertips and the pad of your hand is, or right in there. Anywhere in that area, as long as you're getting it out and not buried deep and it's comfortable for you, is a good spot to have it. So the second item here that we want you to think about is how deep, and making sure that we don't get that bat handle buried in. Now your lower hand, you may feel a little bit more comfortable with that hand being a little bit deeper and the top hand being a little bit more on the fingertips, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, just try to make sure you, even with the bottom hand, you don't have it completely buried. But it can certainly be deeper if you feel more comfortable with that. But you're really going to have to try out some different grips and try out your swing a number of times and give it an honest try to see what feels good for you as far as how you're going to grip the bat. But if we can keep with the three rules, you're going to find that you're going to be much more comfortable when you grip the bat, and also it's going to improve your swing. So the third item when we grip the bat that's really important is that we don't grip it too tight. When we get into the box, we want to have a nice, relaxed, smooth, quick swing. And quickness comes from relaxed muscles. If you get in the box and you're gripping down hard on the bat, now all of a sudden you've created tension throughout your upper body. And that's just simply going to make you slower. So we don't want to be slow, we want to be quick. So we got to make sure when we grip the bat, we don't introduce tension, which is going to make us slow. That's going to start us off on the wrong foot right away, right when we step in the box. We want to make sure that our grip is relaxed and allows us to have that quick swing. So how loose do you need to be, or what's too tight? Best way to explain it is you can have a firm grip. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but if you feel like it's tensing up any of your muscles in your arm when you're gripping the bat, then you're probably gripping it too tight. One thing you have to realize is as you swing the bat, your hands are naturally gonna tighten down on the bat handle. So if I'm in my batting stance and my hands are nice and loose, when I swing the bat, as I start to come forward, my hands are going to naturally tighten up on that bat handle. Otherwise, I'd be throwing the bat every time. So it's natural as you come forward to tighten down on the bat. So we want to start out nice and relaxed in order that we can be quick, and then as we come through the zone, our hands are going to tighten down and we're going to be just fine. So that's the third thing, and it's really critical for having a good swing, is it's got to be tension free. We don't want to introduce that with the grip. So make sure when you grip the bat, you follow those 3 rules. Have your knuckles lined up properly between the range that I showed you. Make sure you don't have the bat too deep into your palm. Get it out on your fingertips a little bit, on the pads of your hands and the fingertips. And number 3, make sure you relax your hands and don't tighten down on the bat, because that's going to make you slow. If you can follow those 3 rules, we're going to be in a good position to continue on with the rest of our swing.